Welcome back. So it's a good product, but does it really work? Rod Newlick and I are here in the studio, and we're going to put Wind and Rain Storm Mineral to the test, right, Rod?
You bet.
You know, as a cow-calf producer, I don't mind spending money on mineral as long as it gets in the cow.
Exactly.
And the one thing that I hate is having to clean out a mineral feeder with all this caked up mineral in there that's just a waste of money, actually.
Yeah, and Kevin, you're like all the rest of our cow-calf producers out there. They don't mind investing in a good mineral program, but they want to make sure that it does some good. And to do some good, it's got to get in the cow. So if it gets spoiled in the feeder and she won't eat it, they've just wasted that money. And the neat thing about Wind and Rain Storm Mineral is kind of like one of those cooking shows. You know, we can illustrate or demonstrate exactly how it kind of works in real life situations. So we're going to make it rain in here.
Perfect. On
2 different mineral samples. So like a cooking show, let me tell you a little bit about what I've got going on.
Yeah.
I've got equal amounts of a conventional what we would call a fine textured meal mineral. A very good mineral, actually. I mean, nutritionally it's very sound and it's very balanced. The same balance of nutrients are in the Wind and Rain Storm. The only difference is we've got the weather resistant technology in the Wind and Rain Storm. So what I'm going to do is make it rain now on both of these.
The thunder clouds
you can hear it
brewing.
coming, can't you?
I can hear it. We need a little rain.
So I'm going to put equal amounts of water into each of these samples.
Okay.
Make it rain on there and see how it responds to that as we go down the line. So this is a pretty good shower, actually.
Nice little shower. That's good. The grass is going to grow now.
Exactly.
And you've poked some holes in the bottom of that to watch so that we can determine
let the water run through.
How that water's running through.
And I've got a line on the bottom of the cup to show how much water I put in each of those. Okay. That's how much water I'm putting in there. So we can see how much water is retained by the different mineral samples. So we'll make it rain on the Wind and Rain Storm. Okay. Same kind of a rain storm.
Yeah.
And see if we can kind of see a little bit of difference going through there.
Now there's some.
Now what we hope is going to happen.
Water percolating.
Is that the water is going to run through the 2 different samples.
Yep.
And you can see that it's coming through the Wind and Rain now.
Yeah.
But like a cooking show where they have the magic thing, you know, where they mix it all up and they stick it in the oven.
Before and after, don't we?
And then they put it in the oven, and we'll move this over.
Slide that over, and I'll ease this over without spilling it. But we did this just a little before the show here.
Just a few minutes ago, we started on this thing, and so we did the same thing, same quantities of mineral, same quantities of water. And you can see that looking at the conventional mineral, the water doesn't quite come up to the top, to the line, so it retains some of the water in there. You can see on the Wind and Rain Storm Mineral that most of that water came through. It's almost right up to the line. That's only part of the story, though.
Here's the real test. I want to see that dumped out.
Now what happens when it sits in the feeder for a while? What happens to that conventional mineral? Even though a lot of it came through.
I've been there before.
You've seen this.
I have
seen
that.
Like it.
Yeah, and
it kind of looks a little bit like that, I guess.
Yes.
Now, when that dries out into a clump, do the cows like to eat that?
No, they don't. That's on the ground right now. Yep.
So, okay, here's the big test.
Okay.
What happens with Wind and Rain Storm Mineral?
Interesting.
You can see that it
just like the day you put it in.
pours right out. Now, there's some water on some of the product, but we find that dries out. The cows bump it with their nose, and it breaks up, and it maintains its palatability. So that's kind of the demonstration. That's the difference between a conventional mineral, where we have some waste, and New Wind and Rain Storm, where we get more of the mineral through the cow.
Well, you've made a believer out of me. That's quite impressive.
Thanks.
To learn more about Wind and Rain Storm Mineral, visit our website at cattlemantocattleman.org. We'll be right back.